Welcome to a chilling examination of one of America's most perplexing true crime cases, the MacDonald family murders. On a cold, rainy night in February 1970, a horrific event unfolded that would captivate and divide a nation for decades. This is the story of Dr. Jeffrey MacDonald, a respected Green Beret physician, and the brutal slaying of his family. His pregnant wife, Colette, and their two young daughters, Kimberly and Kristen, were found murdered. MacDonald's account spoke of a violent home invasion by drug-crazed hippies, but the evidence would tell a different tale. In the early hours of February 17th, a frantic call reached military police. Dr. MacDonald, injured, reported a savage attack. He claimed 4 intruders, 3 men and a woman, had committed the atrocities within his own home. He described a woman in a floppy hat, chanting, "Acid is groovy, kill the pigs," a narrative that immediately raised suspicions. The initial investigation, however, was marred by procedural errors, complicating the search for truth from the very beginning. Colette MacDonald, pregnant with their 3rd child, was stabbed multiple times and bludgeoned. Their 5-year-old daughter, Kimberly, suffered severe head trauma and stab wounds. 2-year-old Kristen was also stabbed repeatedly. The brutality of the crime shocked the nation. Investigators found a scene of chaos, but also inconsistencies that challenged MacDonald's story. The living room, where MacDonald claimed a struggle occurred, appeared relatively tidy, with minimal signs of a violent altercation. Yet, the bedrooms told a different story, drenched in blood, indicating the true horror of the attacks. The forensic investigation began to unravel the truth, piece by painstaking piece. Crucial evidence emerged. Fibers from MacDonald's pajama top were found under Colette's body. A bloody footprint, matching MacDonald's, was discovered leading away from one of the children's bedrooms. Perhaps most damning was the pajama top theory, suggesting his pajama top was used to inflict wounds. The holes in the fabric aligned perfectly with the ice pick wounds found on his wife and daughters. This evidence contradicted his claim of being attacked by intruders, who he said had used an ice pick and knife. The legal battle that followed was protracted and fiercely contested, spanning decades. Initially, military charges were dropped, but the persistence of Colette's stepfather, Freddie Kassab, kept the case alive. After years of legal maneuvering, MacDonald was finally indicted in 1975. The trial began in 1979, a decade after the murders, drawing intense media scrutiny. The prosecution presented a compelling case, relying heavily on the forensic evidence. They argued that MacDonald himself had committed the murders, then staged the scene to appear as a home invasion. After a 6-week trial, Jeffrey MacDonald was found guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms, a verdict he has consistently appealed. Despite numerous appeals and new evidence claims, his conviction has been upheld. The MacDonald case remains a touchstone in forensic science and legal drama. It highlights the critical role of meticulous crime scene processing and the power of physical evidence. Even after decades, the case continues to spark debate and controversy. Jeffrey MacDonald maintains his innocence from prison, still fighting for exoneration. The brutal murders of Colette, Kimberly, and Kristen MacDonald remain a haunting reminder of a night of unspeakable violence. A case where the truth, meticulously uncovered, ultimately prevailed over a carefully constructed deception.